Kia ora everybody, this is Tom from Aotearoa, New Zealand, and this is my ebook on breakthrough remedies for stress, depression and anxiety. I've probably got damaged liver depression, some performance depression, some financial depression and some anti-establishment depression, but essentially I love life, people and really good communication. And I love stirring up some good debate, especially where I think it's needed. One of my perspectives on mental health is that if you are going to be treating people for stress, depression and anxiety, then you yourself have an obligation to know about well-being and the remedies and therapies that really bring it about. And that is where the great deficit in mental health is, I feel, because we've got all these highly trained professionals, thinking of doctors and psychiatrists especially here, who don't do a single thing on a real level where it counts towards actually making people feel better. But no matter what an absolute mess they're making, they will always trot out with 1 or 2 patients per 100 who will say that they have been helped. But helped compared to what? Were they made to feel wonderful? Or were they just simply sedated and desensitized by drugs? Take a look at these figures and tell me whether you think the people running the mental health system have the slightest idea what sanity is. Remember, my definition of sanity is a profound state of well-being. Would you believe that in a country of only 4 million people, we are issuing 2.5 million medical scripts, and we are permanently drugging 521,444 people each year with all manner of dubious drugs for all manner of dubious diagnoses? How can these diagnoses be right? How can 13% of the population need drugging? When 13% of the population are drugged, can you see how this can have a bearing on drug abuse, crime, violence, traffic and workplace accidents? With 13% of the population drugged, it doesn't look like people are really getting any better in this type of mental health system, does it? Okay, so there are a lot of things that can dissipate stress, depression and anxiety, but what I'm going to focus on right now is well-being. Can you see that well-being is the opposite to stress, depression and anxiety? Can you see that if we're going to try and help people who are suffering these difficult conditions, that it is really important to give them the best, to expose them to a clear experience of well-being that can really change the way they feel, to expose them to well-being that actually lasts for quite some time, rather than superficial drugs that in no time at all transport them back to where they were in the first place? Okay, so Thai yoga massage is one of the Rolls-Royce therapies of well-being therapies. If you relax and let go to this transforming therapy, you're going to meet and experience a brand new you. It is brilliantly designed. It finds the energy blocks, and that's kind of what a sculptor does to make a great sculpture. They simply cut away everything that's not the sculpture they want to finish with, and that's like what Thai massage does. It takes out the energy blocks so you're left with the original magnificent you. So what obstacles are you going to put up towards experiencing your happiest, clearest and most positive state of being? Because you may be the most likely person to actually help somebody else that's suffering from stress, depression and anxiety. And if you don't really know what really makes a person feel good, you're just not going to be that convincing when it comes to talking to somebody that really needs to know something that can take them from having a horrible life to having a great life. So I know some people say that they feel they can't afford massage. Well, it's exactly the same for me too. And that's why I'm doing this little video and doing this ebook and doing little folk medicine nights, so people can come and just learn these things and keep money out of the equation. Okay, once again, it's important to do the things that bring about the most well-being. This site here is learnfootmassage.com, and if you're going to be getting a Thai yoga massage, a proper one, then you'll get about 20 to 30 minutes spent on the feet. This isn't exactly kind of the way we do it, but it's very similar to the stretches and the acupressure points. When you're getting the right pressure, acupressure, rhythmically applied to the belly and the top of your feet, it can absolutely smooth out all the negative and bad memories that you've had recently, and it can absolutely smooth out all manner of stomach complaints, even hangovers. So I don't want to encourage people to use it for that, but it's a very powerful alleviator, this foot massage, in terms of mental health and abdominal health. By the time the workout starts on your back, you're already going to be feeling great. Okay, this is the single massage technique again that you and a friend or a partner can do with each other right now, and 20 minutes later you'll see that their whole face, mind, demeanour and conversation has changed. Here are just a few other techniques that I teach in some of my folk medicine nights. So really good body work is one sure way to restore well-being, and if a person has reservations about touch and massage, well, Reiki is the next best option, and that can be just a great transformer as well. But what if you've been eating junk food or been polluted with a concoction of medical toxins for the last few months or years? Well, the most important thing you might want to be looking at then is a liver flush or a bowel cleanse or a juice fast or a grape fast. This is the recipe to the overnight liver flush here, and these are some of the stones that are commonly flushed out. The beauty of it is that it's all over in a day, and you actually feel like a saint the next day. And on top of that, it can alleviate all manner of health conditions, from asthma to arthritis. Did you know that in Germany, St. John's wort is prescribed 8 times more often for depression than Prozac is? Did you know that St. John's wort, taken in the right doses, is more effective than paroxetine, Paxil or Arapax? Did you know that noni juice can completely alleviate depression? Did you know that a good quality aloe vera can completely alleviate depression? But what if I'm short of money and can't afford to buy anything? That's the beauty of the home-baked remedies. This little lemon, beetroot and ginger juice here can make a massive difference, and it's as good as all the other tonics. There's the liver flush there again. Okay, here's a great breathing technique that I guarantee is absolutely going to change your day if you do it. You're in bed at night, getting ready to go to sleep, or you've just woken up. You're lying on one side, as in the diagram. Your bottom leg is straight and your top leg is bent, as in the diagram. Block your bottom nostril with a finger or thumb and do 40 slightly longer and slightly deeper breaths than usual. Make sure that you're allowing yourself to enjoy this breathing, because that's the secret of it all. Rock your body in an enjoyable way as you're breathing. You'll find at first it's very easy to get distracted, so make a count for every half breath you do. After you've counted 80 on one side, you will have taken 40 breaths, so change sides and repeat the exercise on the new side. The whole routine should take you about 16 minutes, and it should guarantee you a great day. Okay, looking forward to seeing people in the folk medicine groups or online, because these remedies without a doubt can change your day, especially if you're having a good heart-to-heart with your friends every now and again. See you all soon. Tom.